What is going on, guys? This is Music Major. Welcome back to week number 2, or video number 2 of the Black and Gold Breakdown. However, today we are covering a little bit of red, white, and blue. That's right, we're touching on some U.S. soccer. And how couldn't you? After Friday night's thriller in Denver, all the snow, all the controversy,
well executed,
all the World Cup qualifying action. Jeez. But anyway, guys, for those of you that might have been living under a football rock for the past couple days, the U.S. men's national team actually moved into second place in the hexagonal. They topped Costa Rica 1-0 in a World Cup qualifying that was sold out at Dick's Sporting Goods Park.
Well,
and needless to say, there was a lot of snow that was involved in this match. They actually weighed the pros and cons of continuing the match. We'll dive into that all later. But anyway, a couple news and notes for you here, basically. Clint Dempsey captained the U.S. to an important 3 points in the second match of the hexagonal. They are now tied for first place. Dempsey's now tied for first place on the men's national team all-time World Cup qualifying scoring list, which is awesome. Goalkeeper Brad Guzan earns a fourth career World Cup qualifying shutout. The U.S. has now improved their home unbeaten streak to 23 games at 21-0-2. And lo and behold, once you know it, the U.S. men's national team resumes 2014 FIFA World Cup qualifying on March 26th against Mexico at the Estadio Azteca. Game will be broadcast live tonight. That's March 26th on ESPN. Watch ESPN and Univision at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Good clearing header.
Now, my observations from the game. When I tuned it in Friday night, I could not believe what I was seeing. I thought it was pretty awesome.
Very well done.
And I was generally intrigued to see a match take place with so much snow on the ground. Now, I've watched my fair share of Barclays Premier action,
no problems.
And I've seen snow on the, I'm no stranger to snow on the ground, so I'm like, okay, this will be good, But the matches I've seen in England compared to what I saw in Denver Friday night, nowhere near the same amount of snow that was involved in the match, but it's always been like a light coating or a dusting. I've seen a couple matches for Chelsea, Manchester United. Seen a couple snow matches for West Ham too.
Now the counter-attack, trying here to break.
But I was just generally intrigued, and then the new kits, the Centennial kits, look fantastic. It threw me for a loop as the game first started. I couldn't tell where the ball was, and they said that they were planning on using a yellow ball, which I figure is okay, but I've seen yellow on turf before when everything's okay and you can still see it. I've always been accustomed to seeing an orange ball being used for snow, much like what you're seeing in this gameplay right now against Mexico. Costa Rica was unavailable in the FIFA game, in case you're wondering. I couldn't find him, and they're just not in it. But I've always been accustomed to seeing the orange ball when it's snowing. And as the game continued on, I found it as a spectator very difficult to tell where the players were on the field. I obviously knew they were in the general area of midfield or the 18-yard box or something like that. I obviously knew that they were close to that. And
I was just wondering
as they shoveled, we were kind of screaming at the TV, they need to get the midfield line cleaned off. They need to keep the box. They kept the boxes relatively passable. I could get that. You can live without the midfield line. But I thought it was it wasn't the prettiest game, but I like the fact that, we were playing in conditions that we're used to. I firmly believe, since Costa Rica is planning a protest, and up until 20 minutes ago when I checked the news, they actually did formally file the protest. I believe firmly if the result was 1-0 in favor of Costa Rica, we wouldn't be having this discussion. If you look when ESPN stopped the match, not ESPN stopped the match, when the match commissioner stopped the match, you could see them having a discussion with referee Aguilar. I believe that was his name. And you could hear Klinsmann talking to the players. You could hear the players talking amongst themselves. And if you watch the body language of the Costa Rican players, they're clearly not putting a fight up for them, stopping the match. Being down 1-0, you can't blame them to say, "Oh, let's stop it, let's restart it, let's restart it at a later date or whatnot." And it didn't look like they were fighting at all. In fact, it actually looked like they were encouraging it. I'll be interested to see how they review what happened. It'll be intriguing to see what they do. But all in all, I think it was a great match. I think we need to play more and more in cold weather games. Get these South American teams a little bit off balance since they don't necessarily see snow. And, keep doing great things. I know the boys are having trouble in their camp right now with those anonymous reports, but I didn't see anything that showed tension amongst the team in Denver on Friday night. So, if anything, I think the team might have gotten closer. They're certainly not the flashiest football team out there. I'll tell you that right now. They have a lot of improving to do. And I'm with Taylor Tolman, too, on a very sore subject. I think Landon Donovan does need to come back. And he needs to apologize, and he needs to work his way back up to the national squad because it's very... What does it say to the players that are working their tail off right now to get to the national team? And Landon Donovan can come back seemingly from taking several months off and reassert himself back at the top of the national team chain. I understand he's pretty much built this team, and he's done a decent amount of it, work. But he's got to work to get recalled back up by Klinsman, in my opinion. Clint Dempsey is now the face of U.S. soccer, in my opinion.
And it's come to an end
but
here with the final whistle.
I am just a YouTube commentator with a YouTube channel and a, vivid opinion, so who knows. But anyway, guys, don't forget to tune in tonight to the World Cup qualifier. Sorry we didn't cover the crew. They won. But anyway, guys, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. And always, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Go USA.